Hello, everybody. Welcome to the interview part of the Just Talk podcast. I'm here with Zach.
Oh, hi, guys. Hi.
Everybody does that.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Everybody.
I'm saying welcome.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the show. Like,
Thank you for having me.
That's the end.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. First question I have for you here is, what did you learn from Coach Kiesel?
I learned a lot from Coach Kiesel. My first time having a one-on-one interaction with him was probably him driving me back home because I didn't have a ride because dumb old Zach forgot to tell mom to come pick him up at 8:30 after tryouts. And he asked me what I wanted to do with basketball. I told him that I wanted to go pro. And he straight up told me, yeah, that's not happening. And I was completely naive to the fact that I gotta first make my way to a Division III player, Division II, and then Division I player. And he like broke it down for me how like offers work and everything like that. And I wasn't on the radar, obviously. Started basketball late, but like he taught me a lot about the game as much as he could in the short time that we had, which was 2. But he taught me work ethic, discipline, and everything that's just carried me over to this point in my life.
Got it. Now, my question is, what caused the shift to turn from track, soccer to focus on basketball?
Track and soccer were just sports. Like I have God-given athleticism. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. I was just good at those sports because I was fast, athletic, and I was somewhat taller than most of the kids that I was going up against. But basketball gave me like just sort of like rush every time I learned something new, and then went out and tried to use it against other players who were either the same talent level as me or better. And just basketball has always been a dream that I've always had. I've had the same consistent dream of how my basketball career would go in my head ever since I was 15, and it hasn't deviated. It hasn't changed at all. So, I just want to continue basketball thing.
So, you true freshman last year, you jumped right to D1. Why didn't you ever focus on either going to a JUCO route like Damon or D3 or D2?
Not that Damon or anyone else that you mentioned didn't believe in themselves, but I didn't want to take the easy route, the safe route. I didn't want to take that. I wanted to take a route where I would learn and experience things that I wouldn't experience at the D2 or D3 level, because I know where I want to go, and I know that I'm going to have to get here eventually. I might as well kickstart it and be ahead of back.
Got it. So for you, is more of you wanted to learn before and prioritize that over playing time. Obviously, JUCO has a lot more playing time availability than D1, of course. Okay. Now, so how did DK discover you?
It was almost kind of like a fluke because DK wasn't recruiting when he found me. I was playing up at Impact Center in Clifton Park, but he was there for, I think he said Alicia's tournament, and obviously my athletic self was out there dunking and everything like that, and I guess I think he said that a few people had told him about me, that I was a good kid and everything like that. So I think that sparked his interest in me, and then he contacted my coach, and then it's been like that.
So it was pretty much just a shoot around that turned into you being able to become a preferred walk-on.
Yeah.
Nice. It seems like a
John Moran kind of story.
Yeah,
right place at the right time.
Please be a little smarter than him.
Yeah.
Nah, I definitely will be.
Okay. Was there a player that inspired you to get into basketball, or how you end up learning your game?
I wouldn't say that there was a player, but in high school, I tried to model my game a lot after Michael Jordan and Kobe. In a lot of my high school highlights, I'm taking mid ranges. I'm not shooting three, which really hurt me. Really, really hurt me when I came here because all the guys, including Justin, would get on me about not being able to shoot threes, which is why they call me a center.
6'4" center.
Yeah, but I've gotten better at that. I can shoot threes now. Went 3 for 3 last practice in our segment. But yeah, I would say Michael Jordan, and now being a 6'4" guard, having more like understanding of how like the NBA and how basketball works. I've like grown more towards Anthony Edwards, who was around my height. Oh,
I mean that could turn into an Anthony Edwards. Yeah, no, I honestly, I'll be honest. Like, I can see similarities with AE when it comes to your dunking ability. I've seen you do some crazy, crazy dunks. Because I mean, I would say you and Anthony Edwards fought. Like, I think you're more like Anthony Edwards and a Kobe or Jordan just because of your athleticism.
Yeah, in that sense, that's pretty much why I like grew towards.
That's why he was your favorite player. Got it. Cool. All right. Now, if the biggest thing that people talk about when it comes to you, how great of a leader you are, and as a motivator, where did that come from? What was the root?
I would say, surprisingly, I would say that it comes from track. Running is not an thing to do.
You just said before it was.
I know. I said before that it was easy, but like in the early stages, running is not easy at all. Like you got to use a lot of self-talk to get yourself to, like, I did cross country. You got to get you have to do a lot of self-talk to get yourself ready to run half of 5K in like short shorts, freezing cold, like in a tank top. Like I'm a tall, skinny black kid wearing like short shorts. I'm lined up with the rest of these kids. Their shorts look normal, but since I'm 6 foot and they're like maybe like 5'6", 5'5", their shorts are normal, but my shorts are they're pretty much underwear almost, and like it's freezing cold, and I used a lot of self-talk to get myself going, to get myself to get through races and win a lot of races. So I feel like I just reiterate a lot of the stuff that I would say in my head to myself, to my teammates, to help them continue on through tough times in practice and in game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand when you said cross country, because in high school I did track, and my max was 100 meters for a reason. Because I run 100 meters and I'm like, I'm done. Yeah. I do not want to run anymore. I gave it my all for about a few seconds. That's it. Like, I'm not trying to keep going. Like, cross country, I always thought was nuts when I see the cross country kids go out. 100 meters is awesome. You run, you smoke some kids for like a few seconds, and then you just go again. It's fun. 5K sounds like awful. It sounds like miserable. I don't know how you have fun doing a 5K.
Bro, I don't know how I found it. I don't know how.
No offense, but every time I've seen a cross country kid, there's a reason they do cross country, because they can't do any other sport.
Freaking like this.
That's where you said 5'5", like 6 foot players would dominate in cross country, but they don't do it for a reason. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, I couldn't even think about pushing myself for cross country. So I mean, that shows a lot of where you get your heart from. Now, my last question is, as a true freshman last year, what did you learn from seeing people play and seeing the games go by your first year?
I would say that I learned a lot. I'm trying to like remember all the key stuff because it's a lot that I processed. But I would say that for me, being a preferred walk-on, I would say that getting on the court would be not impossible, but it would be something. It would be somewhere where it would be something for me to do so by playing defense. Like I would say I'm a pretty good scorer, but defense is something that every coach wants.
Yeah.
So I think that my defense will allow me to get on the court, get that playing time. And in order to play, you need to play both ends.
Of course.
So if I'm playing defense, I gotta play offense. I gotta be able to make three. So I feel like I learned that. And another thing I learned is that an uplifting voice is like very, very precious. I feel like me talking to, for example, like Bassie last year, just one on one, I feel like me uplifting him helped him a lot. I mean, who's say that it did or didn't, but I feel like it helped him a lot in timeouts just to hear that, like, come on, keep going, you're doing great. There's moments where greatness happens and stuff like that, because he's getting orders yelled at him by coach. So just hearing that voice is a very comforting thing to hear. And another thing with understanding time and score, that's something that I feel like I've gotten better at from watching people like Amari, Bassie, DeMar, even in practice, DeMar. I feel like I've gotten better at understanding time and score and understanding that, yes, I might have this drive right now, but there's 33 seconds on the clock and we're up 5. I don't need to be trying to drive, play hero ball, and get the ball turned over. So I feel like that's something.
Our last question here is, so you talked about how you contributed to help players succeed. Was there a player in particular that's helped you more than anyone else, or coach?
I would say 2 guys. I would say Justin right here. I would say Justin and KJ. Like when I came in, I feel like I gravitated toward KJ, and KJ was always working out Justin's always, so I gravitated towards Justin a lot, and they just taught me a bunch of offensive moves. KJ taught me a bunch of defensive stuff. Justin just always teaching me, always spitting wisdom, always giving me words of wisdom, like just telling me to slow down and everything like that. Because he's seen me work out with KJ and we've worked out together. He knows that I have the offensive capability, but something that I have to work on is slowing down. So he's always reiterating, like, slow down, face the hoop. You're athletic. Your first step is fast. You don't got to go a million miles per hour when you're out there. Relax, calm down, take a deep breath. So, yeah, I would say those 2 helped me a lot.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.